Welcome to Community Calendar. I'm Raina, filling in as host today, and I feel like old times here.
It is old
It's
times.
Rick and Kathy Michelson, former hosts of For Your Family's Comfort on TV3. Welcome.
We don't have any faucets or anything with us.
Or toilets.
Or toilets or anything, yeah.
We're former lots of things. And current, none.
Well, today we are going to be talking about the great race that's coming to Detroit Lakes.
Mm-hmm.
So give us the details. I'm gonna let you hold the mic. so
Okay,
you can-
I'll hold the mic. Everybody that's listening, you will not want to miss this. This is a fantastic classic car race rally that starts in Rhode Island and is traveling across the United States. And we are so lucky to have them stop here Saturday, June 25th. I'm going to pass this over so Rick can talk a little bit about the history of the great race.
Okay, well, the Great Race has been going on for 39 years, and the first one was in 1983. And the guys that started this thing, their whole impetus for doing it was to try to get all these antique and collectible cars out of garages and storage and let them be on the street so people could see them and enjoy them, and not just the owners. So that was the thing of it. And I can't remember where the first race was, but they go about 2,300 miles every year. And this year, they're starting in Rhode Island and ending up in North Dakota. Fargo, North Dakota, right. And the reason that is the case is because they were kind of checking out, and they've been in all of the contiguous United States, all the states except Rhode Island and North Dakota. So that's how they determined this route. So they'll be going for 9 days, I think it's about 250 miles a day, and they're going to end up in Detroit Lakes on Saturday, about 4 o'clock on June 25th.
All right, and then I just see here on your flyer that from noon to 2:30 you have something going on. What's that?
We do the two car clubs in Detroit Lakes, and I'm sure many of you have gone to their car shows that they have, I think, the second Wednesday of every month. And so it's the Lakes Area Classic Car Club and the Lakes 412. Or no, actually they're called Midnight Cruisers and Lakes 412 Car Club. And so they're displaying their fantastic cars from noon to 2:30 also in People's Park. And then they're moving them on out and then making way for the great race drivers to come in. This actually, you guys, is the final timed leg for them. So the finish line actually is in Detroit Lakes. So it's going to be very, very exciting, very exciting. And so besides that, our Breakfast Rotary Club is hosting a beer garden. And then we have a number of food truck vendors down there. Okay. We're going to have free giveaways for the kids. And what else?
Well, that pretty much sums up what's going to happen down at the People's Park on that afternoon. But, it's kind of, just to talk a little bit more about the race itself, it's kind of weird that you can have a race, and there's the oldest vehicle that's in the race is 1916 something, and everything has to be older than I can't remember, it's 74, 1974. So how can a 1974 car race against a 1916 car, and how can it be fair? Well, the way it works is that all the racers have to travel at or below the posted speed limits. There's no racing. It's all driving.
Well, aren't there things kind of hidden so that they know?
Well, there are kind of secret checkpoints along the way every day, and all the people that are running the race, they know if you're following the rules where you should be at every different intervals throughout the day to make sure that you're following the speed limits. And then they're also checking to make sure everybody goes by those checkpoints to make sure that you're following the route. So that's, so it's kind of a race of accuracy more than speed. So it's pretty interesting how it works.
Well, and then they're handicapped, right? Did you say
No,
that?
I didn't. Go ahead.
Oh, so it's like in golf. I'm not a golfer, But all these people around me that golf, you get a handicap depending on, I guess, how good you are, I guess. And so these cars, the older they are, they get a handicap that gets figured in as well.
That's right.
So that's a pretty great thing.
So if you're older, you're gooder, and you get more handicap points.
Well, and I just talked to the organizer of this race yesterday, and so we'll be airing that next week on TV3, and he'll give a little bit more details on how the race works. Yep. But it sure sounds
it's going to be so fun.
Interesting and fun. And he said that, when they do pull into People's Park at around 4 o'clock, they park, you get to go look at the cars, even talk to the drivers.
Yep. There is a gentleman, and I can't remember his name, darn it anyway, from Perham that's in it. And he's got, what is his, 1918?
He's going to be driving a 1918 American LaFrance fire truck.
Yeah.
So it's not only cars, there's trucks and fire trucks and all kinds of very, very cool vehicles.
Yeah. And we would be very remiss if we didn't mention our fine sponsors who are helping to bring this to Detroit Lakes. Besides our Breakfast Rotary Club, there's R&G Subaru, Nearson Auto, Weber Family, Norseman's, the City of Detroit Lakes, the Detroit Lakes Chamber, Culligan, Daggett Truck Line, R&R Trucking, Foltz Trucking, Central Market, Steve's Sanitation, Frito-Lay, the JCs, the Midnight Cruisers, and the Lakes 412 Car Club.
Excellent. So that is Saturday, June 25th, in People's Park in Detroit Lakes, which is kind of behind Zorba's.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And then, so from noon to 2:30, the two classic car clubs will be there with their cars. Yep. And then again around 4 o'clock is when the racers will start coming in. And Jeff Stum from the Great Race said they kind of come in almost one every minute.
Quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
due to the timing that they
every few seconds they come in, and they're going to come in like Raina said, about 4 o'clock. They'll start coming in through the finish line and then being parked along the streets in People's Park, so that you can view them and talk to the people, etc. And then I think they're going to be here until about 7:30. So we have a nice long time to eat food and drink beer and have fun and just spend a great day at People's Park.
Perfect. Well, that again, Saturday, June 25th. Mark that on your calendar. So thank you so much, Rick and Kathy. It's so good to see you guys.
Good to be here.
I missed going over and shooting with you guys. So
anyway, this was good, and we just want everybody to be there on June 25th. Mark it on your calendar and don't let anything interrupt it.
That's right.
Perfect. All right. We'll be back with another segment of Community Calendar.
Hello, welcome back to Community Calendar. Raina and I have swapped places, but no, I am not working for TV3. I'm just helping out. But she has got a very, very important fundraiser to tell you about, a very important one for a very special little lady.
Yes, thanks, Kathy. Thanks for helping me do this today. So, I grew up in Pelican Rapids, and one of my classmates, her 12-year-old daughter has stage 4 non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, and they live in Moorhead, and my friend teaches at Horizon Middle School, and Emma just went through Horizon Middle School. So we're doing a fundraiser for her to help with medical bills, and so that is June 10th from 4 to 8 p.m., and that is at the Muddy Moose in Pelican Rapids. Another friend of ours, her mom is part owner of the Muddy Moose.
Can I ask where the Muddy Moose is?
Yes, it's right downtown Pelican Rapids. It's right along the river, actually.
Oh,
so,
nice.
So the nice thing about this benefit is you don't have to necessarily come to bid on the silent auctions. And Kathy here helped kind of tell us about this organization that you can go through called Lend a Hand, and they're part of the Dakota Foundation out of Fargo. And actually Kathy has helped donate some items here for the silent auction, these great things here. So what you can do is you can scan the QR code that you can see right now, and you can see when the auction goes live, which is June 6th is when we'll go live, and then we'll end at 7 p.m. on June 10th. And you can bid from home, or you could actually just donate to Emma right there on the website as well.
So when you scan this QR code, it takes you right to Lend a Hand Up?
It takes you right to Emma's page on Lend a Hand Up, and
right
to
that page.
the auction.
Okay.
Yep. Well, and maybe not to the auction, but maybe just. But she has a page, and then you can see it, and there'll be like an auctions tab, and you can click on that. And so I just wanted to list off some of the really cool things that we've had donated. And the Minnesota Vikings donated an autographed mini helmet by Justin Jefferson, the star receiver.
Kids are gonna want that.
The Minnesota Twins donated some tickets, and it's a game that you agree upon with the Twins. You work with them on that.
Nice.
And then KDLM actually donated 4 tickets to an August 5th game against the Blue Jays.
So you're gonna have 2 sets of 4?
Yes, I can't remember how many the Minnesota Twins donated, if it was 4 or 2, I can't remember. But and then Leighton Broadcasting, which is part of TV3 and KDLM and Wave 104 and 102.3, they donated a Mall of America package with Nickelodeon Universe wristbands and Blacklight Golf passes.
I don't think I've seen that.
I haven't either.
Sounds fun.
We have a couple Coach purses. Maple Log Resort donated 2 day passes and lunches for the next season, and a bunch of clothing and hats.
Nice.
And a friend of mine donated a Scentsy basket. With a burner and 9 different wax
Can smell it already.
things to put in it. And another friend of mine donated a Tastefully Simple basket with a bunch of drink mixes, like you can
Summertime fun.
slushy drink mixes.
Summertime fun.
And then a really cool cooler that it's all in. It's really neat. Rolling Meadows Art, which is Deanna Nelson, she does some really super cool artwork. She presses flowers into plaster. I can't remember now. It's just like stone plaster.
It's imprint.
It's imprinted, and so she's donated a piece for that. Backyard Station donated some items. One of my classmates manages the American in Fergus Falls, and she donated a pool party and hotel stay there. And
It's a little winter getaway.
yes, for sure. A man named Jeff Gonterick, I believe, lives by Pelican Rapids. He donated some handmade spear decoys and some bucktail lures for fishing. And I guess they go over very well.
The bucktail ones, are they for muskies?
I think so, but I don't know.
I don't know either, but it sounds like what other kind of fish? Yeah.
Some larger kind of fish, either a big northerns or muskie.
something, yeah.
Yes. A Bloody Mary basket. The Red River Zoo donated some items. There's going to be some American Girl dolls, a fire pit, and then kind of a basket of locally made things. We've got some, I don't even know the size. I feel terrible. What are the mason jar sizes? They're about like that.
16 ounce?
I don't know. A quart, or I don't know what they are.
It's nummy, whatever it is.
Swedberg honey. They're out of the Waban, Ogama area, Callaway. And then Jake Syrups out of Vergas area donated some syrup, maple syrup.
I see pickles and salsa.
And pickles and
Nom.
and then some pickles and salsa will be on there too. So there's and we're adding daily actually. We're hoping to have this auction live starting Monday, June 6th, when this program starts to air.
So if you aren't there and you go online, what time does that silent auction actually close?
Yep. So it closes the day of the event, so our event is June 10th. It's a Friday from 4 to 8 p.m., but the auction will close at 7 p.m.
Okay.
So if you do bid on something and you are, living in Detroit Lakes or Monoman, wherever, we have kind of some pickup locations that you would just call, and that information is all on the page for each item. So each item has its own little page that you can see and how you can pick up your item. So.
And the cool thing about Lend a Hand Up, you guys, if you donate monetarily, your donation is boosted by 20%. So I'm not that great at math, but if you donate $10, then it would be $12. So it's really a great deal. And I think the matching part kind of goes into your overall fundraiser too, if I'm not mistaken.
So yep. So when you are bidding and when we go through with this auction through Lend a Hand Up, that all goes towards their total that can be boosted.
And that's up to $5,000, right?
Yes. So
that's
if
a big deal.
If we make $20,000 by the fundraiser or the auction, I'm sorry, or just people donating, and we hit 20,000, then they give us $5,000.
Great deal.
And it really is nice when we've done I want to say tutorials with them, but they've met with us over Zoom and the organizers of the fundraiser, and they walk you through everything. And then they also donated through their donor partners, which are amazing. I wish I had a list of who they are because it's really great. They gave her a gas card for my friend, the mom, and I think a grocery card, and it's just
a real generous website and bunch of people that sponsor it.
Yes, and it's all out of Fargo, so it's not, it's nice and somewhat local. So yeah, that is the Emma Melby fundraiser. Again, Emma is 12, diagnosed with stage 4 non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, and that happened in December, right around Christmas time. So it was such a bummer and a sad deal. But it sounds like they'll be going through 2 years of chemotherapy. So
good things can happen.
Prayers are with them, yes. So, and again, that is Friday, June 10th from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the Muddy Moose in Pelican Rapids, and that's right along Main Street. It'd be on the west side of the road, right along the river.
So it's there or online.
Or online. Thank you. See, what would I do without you here, Kathy? This is why I need Kathy. So if you would be so kind and donate online or bid on an item, that'd be great. So
fantastic.
I'll let you close it out since you're the host now.
Is that hostess with the mostest, maybe? Thank you for watching TV3, and looking forward to seeing you again.